Well, I went and bought another car last night. And nope. It's not a Toyota. It's not that Toyota. It's not a Toyota. Now, you guys have been seeing me buy some pretty weird vehicles lately. What do you think this one is? I'm gonna guarantee you this is not as weird as the last one I just bought. But it's weird to me. Are you guys ready? It's a Buick. Now this right here, everybody around me is always after Luminas, but why not go for a big W? This is a W-body Buick Regal. Now, everybody thinks that these cars come with 3.8s, but this one has a 3.1. But this car actually came with something else, and I bought some stuff to fix that problem. Now, if you guys don't know what people use brake fluid for, they use it for beehives. Now, this car has one heck of a beehive. It's not a huge one, but it is enough that caused me a lot of pain last night when I went and picked it up. It has got a hornet's nest, and this is no regular hornets. These look like mud wasp hornets, and I do not like mud wasps. So let's see if I can do this without getting attacked again. I'm going to open this door slowly. Let's see if we can see them here without them flying out at me. Oh, look at that. They see me. Those dirty, dirty hornets. Okay. Now what we're going to do, these guys bit me last night and it made my arm swell up so large and I ended up screaming so much it wasn't even funny. So we're going to deal with this problem right away. There we go. Oh, look at them. Oh, they know I'm coming. Look at them, they're getting ready to fly. Let's see if I can zoom in at these guys. You guys are not nice bees. Not nice at all. Now before I get ready to run for my life, I'm going to do a couple practice shots. Just aim at something and try to shoot it. Okay. Got a concept of how this thing sprays. You're looking right at me. They're not happy. It like screws with their like nervous system. I seen 2 fly away. Just gonna give it a minute or 2 to see if they come back, but they're not gonna be happy. I got about 5 dead ones. I know this is not intense to you guys, but I got bit by one of these yesterday and my whole arm just swelled right up. So I am not getting bit by one of these again. I'll spray this whole thing of brake clean to kill all you guys. Holy. Well, let's give this a minute or 2 to see if they come back. Only 2 got away, that's pretty good. Well guys, I think I've came up with a name for this car on the plus side. It's gonna be Beehive or something like that, jeez. So we had one right there, if you guys seen that one, now it's smushed on the ground. We have another one right in there, dealt with. Maybe Yellow Jacket or something like that. Like, unbelievable amount of beehives in this thing. All wasps. You got another one right there that I'd taken out. That one was located right here. Same spot as the other side. And then the last one was located inside of here. You see all the dead ones inside of there? Let's see if I can just focus in on those. I'm up to 4 hornet's nest inside this damn car. 4! Look at all the quick start coming, sorry, the brake clean coming out of that mirror. I'm really happy I bought the big can. I don't think there's any more, but I'm just going to do a little bit more checking before I start showing you guys this car, because I would hate to start showing you this car and then get stung by a bee, especially a hornet. It's been 3 days for me to kill all the bees inside this car. Now I found 4 hives. I might find more once I start digging into the actual engine bay. So it's been 3 days for me to kill all the bees inside this car. I think I got them all. Not 100% certain. I did start this car last night, but I noticed it's missing something. It is missing some piece of emissions or evap, or not exactly sure what that is, but it's missing it. And it is on the wrong side of the intake. So this thing revs at about 3.5 grand, and it's also got a fuel leak. So don't really run it for too long, but I do have to get it up and off the trailer. I'm really happy with the shape of this car. So before we start it and you hear this thing rev up to everything, let's take a look at the underside. While it's up on the trailer, it's going to be pretty easy to look underneath here. As you can see, the frame rails are completely black. Suspension is a little bit rusty, but it doesn't have any big holes in it. Now, the back ends of these cars are a little bit different than Lumina's. As you can tell, they have a monoleaf that goes from side to side, and that's where it differs. Where a Lumina suspension might get twisted out a little bit easier, these kind of hold together just a little bit better back here. And I kind of like to use the back ends of these cars, so I'm pretty happy about that. He's replaced a lot of the exhaust. I might try to take this off and put it on my derby car to put it in the parade, but the body looks amazing. Let's see if I can zoom in on some of this. There, look at that. A little bit of rust up front, but it's just a little bit of surface. Underneath, this car is in really good shape, and that's what I really want to see when I'm buying a derby car. Yes, body matters, but underside matters more, especially on GMs. Now, most of these Buicks come with 3.8s. It's actually kind of rare to find a 3.1 inside of one of these. So I'm pretty happy that we have a 3.1. I don't know. What else? The guy before me tried to make this motor look very pretty by spraying silver spray paint on it, but he didn't really mask anything, so there's silver spray paint everywhere. But it looks like it's been very heavily undercoated, and honestly, I'm really excited for this car. I don't know. Just something a little different. Camrys are really nice, and I'm getting really used to them. And when you start getting used to stuff, you start getting better at it, but I want to start throwing a curveball in. We have that Lumina, and now we have this Buick, a Regal. Pretty sure this is a Regal. Pretty sure it's a Regal. But let's get this thing off the trailer, so you guys can hear this thing rev right up to there's no tomorrow because of that missing intake piece. But we'll start it up, we'll go park it, and then we'll try to come up with a plan for it. But, I don't know, it's in pretty good shape. We'll probably end up stripping this thing sometime within the next week or two, just to see what she's actually like underneath all the plastic and get all the interior out to see what kind of shape it's actually in, because from what she looks like on the outside, the underside might be a lot different condition, like underneath the floorboards and carpet, right? So, let's get her off. Oh. So there you go. With that extremely high idle, just drop that off. It drops down quite a bit, but I still think there's another vacuum leak somewhere. So this thing's gonna need some parts. See if I can find some to stuff into that hole. As you can see, there's a pretty nasty fuel leak coming out for this. She's revving quite high, so I don't really want to keep it running. So let's get it off the trailer and put away. Couple things I found out. It's got a broken brake line somewhere. I imagine they're broke right around where the fuel lines are broken. Oh, I'm missing that piece for the intake. But other than that, it seems to be running pretty good. It was kind of struggling back here, but I imagine it's leaking a lot of fuel and not getting the correct pressure, so. Oh well, I got myself another W body. So I got one W body, two W bodies, and then the wild card. So, I don't know. We'll see what the future holds. Obviously, I need to get a couple little parts for underneath the hood of this thing to be able to make it run. Now, this one is a 95. So, if you guys don't know, 95 is the year when they switch from OBD1 to OBD2, and there's no actual map sensor on the intake. As you see, this one doesn't have one, and I'll go up to the Lumina and see if it has one. Now, underneath the hood of the Lumina, same motor, but if you guys take a look, it's got a mass airflow sensor. So you have to be careful of what years of parts, computers, and everything that you interswap. And this right here is the actual piece that I'm missing off that Grand Prix. Sorry, Regal, Buick Regal. That's the piece I'm missing off of it. So, everybody, welcome to Regal. And we do need to come up with a nickname for this one, but I imagine it'd be a lot easier than a lot of these other cars because the amount of Hornets that were inside of it. Take care, guys. We'll see you back here tomorrow. You guys asked for something a little bit different than Toyota Camrys, and I'm trying to get you guys something a little bit different than Toyota Camrys. That's for sure. Lots of different builds to come up here this year. So thanks for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow.